In the long arc of human civilization, few states have shaped the world as profoundly as the Roman Empire. For more than 1,000 years, Rome influenced politics, law, warfare, language, architecture, and culture across 3 continents. Its story is not only one of conquest and power, but also of adaptation, ambition, innovation, and eventual decline. To understand Rome is to understand the foundations of the modern world. The story of Rome begins not as an empire, but as a small settlement along the banks of the Tiber River in central Italy. According to legend, the city was founded in 753 BCE by Romulus, raised by a she-wolf and destined to rule. While myth surrounds Rome's origins, archaeology confirms that early Rome was a modest community of farmers and shepherds. Its location, however, was strategic. The Tiber River allowed trade, while nearby hills provided defense. Rome sat at a crossroads between northern and southern Italy, enabling contact with other cultures, including the Etruscans and the Greeks. In its earliest centuries, Rome was ruled by kings, many of Etruscan origin. These kings introduced urban planning, religious rituals, and symbols of authority. Yet Roman society gradually rejected monarchy. In 509 BCE, the last king was expelled, and Rome became a republic. Power was divided among elected officials, most notably consuls, and guided by a senate composed of elite aristocrats. This system aimed to prevent tyranny, though in practice it favored wealthy families known as patricians. Roman society was deeply hierarchical. At the top stood the patricians, followed by the plebeians, who made up the majority of the population. Over time, plebeians fought for political rights through strikes and protests, leading to legal reforms such as the 12 Tables, Rome's first written laws. These laws emphasized the Roman belief in order, duty, and the rule of law, principles that would echo through history. Rome's expansion began within Italy itself. Through warfare, alliances, and strategic generosity, Rome subdued neighboring tribes. Conquered peoples were often granted partial citizenship, binding them to Rome's success. This policy of inclusion proved powerful. Roman legions, disciplined and adaptable, became one of the most effective military forces the world had ever seen. By the 3rd century BCE, Rome's ambitions extended beyond Italy. Its greatest rival was Carthage, a wealthy maritime power in North Africa. The Punic Wars between Rome and Carthage would define Rome's rise. The first war focused on control of Sicily. The second, led by the Carthaginian general Hannibal, nearly destroyed Rome itself. Hannibal crossed the Alps with elephants and defeated Roman armies repeatedly, yet Rome endured. Refusing to surrender, it adapted its tactics and eventually defeated Carthage. In 146 BCE, Carthage was destroyed, and Rome emerged as the dominant power of the Western Mediterranean. Victory brought wealth, slaves, and territory, but also instability. As Rome expanded, its republican system struggled to govern vast lands. Wealth became concentrated among elites, while small farmers lost land and livelihoods. Social tension grew. Reformers like Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus attempted land redistribution but were killed, signaling that political violence had become acceptable. Meanwhile, military commanders gained personal loyalty from their soldiers by promising land and rewards. This shift changed Roman politics forever. Generals such as Marius, Sulla, Pompey, and Julius Caesar used armies to pursue personal power. Civil wars erupted, weakening republican institutions. Caesar's rise marked a turning point. A skilled general and politician, Caesar conquered Gaul, gaining immense popularity and wealth. When ordered to relinquish command, he crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BCE, declaring civil war. Caesar emerged victorious and was named dictator for life. Though he enacted reforms, his accumulation of power alarmed many senators. In 44 BCE, he was assassinated in the Senate, stabbed by men who claimed to defend the Republic. Instead, Caesar's death plunged Rome into chaos. Another round of civil wars followed, ending with the rise of his adopted heir, Octavian. In 27 BCE, Octavian took the title Augustus, becoming Rome's first emperor. Though he preserved republican forms, real power rested with him. The Roman Empire had begun. Under Augustus, Rome entered a period of relative peace and stability, known as the Pax Romana. Roads were built, cities expanded, and trade flourished from Britain to Egypt. Roman law standardized governance. Latin spread as a common language. The empire became a network of provinces connected by infrastructure and administration. Roman society was diverse. Citizens, non-citizens, slaves, merchants, soldiers, and scholars all contributed to imperial life. Slavery was central to the economy, fueling agriculture, mining, and households. Despite inequality, Rome offered opportunities for advancement, particularly through military service. Religion in Rome was traditionally polytheistic, focused on ritual rather than belief. Gods were honored to ensure stability. Over time, foreign religions entered the empire, including Judaism and Christianity. Initially persecuted, Christianity gradually spread, offering a message of salvation and equality that appealed to many. The empire reached its territorial height under Emperor Trajan in the early 2nd century CE. Yet expansion had limits. Maintaining borders required immense resources. Over time, economic strain increased. Debased currency caused inflation. Heavy taxation burdened citizens. Political instability returned as emperors were made and unmade by armies. In the 3rd century, Rome faced a crisis. Invasions, civil wars, and economic collapse threatened the empire's survival. Emperors rose and fell rapidly. In response, Emperor Diocletian reformed the system, dividing the empire into eastern and western halves for easier administration. Constantine later reunited it and founded a new capital, Constantinople, strategically located between Europe and Asia. Constantine also transformed Rome spiritually. In 313 CE, he legalized Christianity. By the end of the 4th century, Christianity became the state religion. This shift reshaped Roman identity and culture, influencing Europe for centuries. Despite reforms, the Western Roman Empire continued to weaken. Germanic tribes migrated across borders, sometimes peacefully, sometimes violently. In 410 CE, Rome was sacked by the Visigoths, shocking the world. Though the Eastern Empire remained strong, the West lacked resources and cohesion. In 476 CE, the last Western emperor was deposed. The Western Roman Empire had fallen. Yet Rome did not vanish. Its legacy endured through law, language, architecture, and the Eastern Roman Empire, which would survive as Byzantium for another 1,000 years. The fall of Rome was not a single event, but a transformation. Roman civilization did not disappear, it evolved. Medieval Europe was built upon Roman foundations. Roads remained. Laws inspired new systems. Latin evolved into modern languages. The idea of empire itself was shaped by Rome. Rome's story is a reminder that no power is eternal. Strength requires adaptation, unity, and balance. The Roman Empire rose through discipline, innovation, and inclusion, and declined through division, overextension, and instability. Its echoes still shape our world today. This is the legacy of Rome, an empire that fell, yet never truly disappeared.